Hello friends, welcome to OAS, and I am Loknath. Today we are going to discuss about vitamins, the micronutrients. Friends, you know that vitamins is a micronutrient. What is micronutrients? As we know that nutrients are divided into two types, two broad categories, that is macronutrient and micronutrients. Is it right? So nutrients are divided into two types. One is your macronutrient, means macro means the nutrients which are needed by us in large amounts, and these are called micronutrients. Is it right? The macronutrients are divided into two types, that is vitamins, and another one is your minerals. Okay, now today we are going to discuss about vitamins. So micronutrient, I can say this one, just like you can say carbohydrate, proteins and fats. Why these are called macronutrients? Because macro means large, those nutrients which are needed by us, large amount, large quantity, large volume, that is called macronutrient. As you have already discussed, carbohydrate, protein and fats. And micronutrients, these are needed in small amounts, small quantities, so these are called micronutrients, that is vitamins and minerals. Now today we are going to discuss about these vitamins. Okay, this is just the background of this micronutrients. Okay, now let us see. As you know, the vitamins are the organic compounds which are needed by the body in a small amount. What are their functions in your body? Their function in the body, or their role in our body, is very vital and very important, because they provides protection against the diseases, number one. They also helps in the digestion and absorption process of different macronutrients. We have already discussed the carbohydrate, protein and fats. Number three is that they also maintains our body, just like I can say your healthiness of your eyes, your skins, vitamin, clotting of blood. So these are different functions are there. So these are very vital, very important. And these vitamins, the vitamins are divided into two categories on the basis of their solubility. So vitamin, that means we can say water soluble vitamins and fat soluble vitamins. And water soluble vitamins are generally not stored inside the body, because they are soluble in water. They are excreted out, they are removed from the body and with the urine. जो vitamins गुड़िक बॉडी रे सृष्टि हो पारे ना, बॉडी रे स्टोर हो पारे ना, बिकॉज इट इज ड्यू टू ऑफ वाटर सॉल्युबिलिटी. तो ये इस यूरिन रे रिमूव हो जाते फ्रॉम द bodies. Is it right? And another is fat soluble vitamins. These are stored in the body in the form of fats or fats containing organs. Is it right? And so that's why the water soluble vitamins are taken every day, so that we can supplement the requirements and those that are lost in the urine or any kind of. So next, as we have already discussed this, the vitamins are divided into two parts. One is your water soluble vitamins Another is your fat soluble vitamins. The water soluble vitamins are vitamin B complex and vitamin C. You can say vitamin C. And what fat soluble vitamins are, you can say vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. So general A, D, E, K are called fat soluble vitamins and vitamin B complex. Why this vitamin is called B complex? Because it has a number of vitamins, like we can say B1, B2, B3 and B5, B6, B7, B9, B12, like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are the vitamin B complex, because number of vitamin B vitamins are there, so that's why these are called vitamin B complex. And this is your vitamin C, which is otherwise called as ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid. Is it right? We will go on detail this chapter today. What are the vitamin B complex, what are their scientific or chemical names, where from where they will go get, that means the sources of these vitamins and their functional role in our body. So let us move ahead. First one, we are going to discuss about the vitamin B complex. B complex. That means a number of B vitamins makes complex vitamin B complex. Is it right? A number of vitamins are there. Last just we can say vitamin B1. B1, the chemical name of B1 is called thiamine. Okay, number 1. Number 2 is your vitamin B2. Vitamin B2 is otherwise called as riboflavin. Number 3 is vitamin B3. It is called niacin. Number 4, vitamin B5. It is otherwise called as pantothenic acid. Pantothenic. Number 1 is pyridoxine, vitamin B6. It's called pyridoxine. Vitamin B6. B7, biotin. Vitamin B7 is called biotin. Number 7, vitamin B9. Vitamin B9 is called as folic acid or folates. Folic acid. Number 8, vitamin B12. It is called cyanocobalamin. So these are the 8 vitamins that makes the vitamin B complex, what we call vitamin B complex. Okay, so these are called vitamin B complex. what? Vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, B12. So vitamin B1 is scientifically chemical name is thiamine. Vitamin B2 is called riboflavin. Vitamin B3 is niacin. Vitamin B5 is called pantothenic acid. Vitamin B6 pyridoxine. Vitamin B7 then biotin. This is called biotin. And vitamin 9 is called folic acid. Vitamin B12 is called cyanocobalamin. Is it right? And now we are going to discuss about the vitamin fat soluble vitamins. As we have already discussed, the fat soluble vitamins are vitamin A, number 1, vitamin D, and vitamin E. Fourth one is vitamin K, that is ADEK. This is called retinol. Scientific name is retinol. Vitamin A is called retinol. Vitamin D is called calciferol. Vitamin D is called calciferol. This is called tocopherol. Vitamin E, tocopherol. Next is pantothenic phytonadione. This is your vitamin K, phytonadione. So these are the fat soluble vitamins, that is 4 number of vitamins. Vitamin A, D, E, K. Otherwise you can remember easily vitamin A, D, E and K. So these are the 4 fat vitamin. These are soluble in fats and can be stored in your body. So next we are going to discuss this one by one. This vitamin B complex, this fat soluble vitamins. Now let us discuss about the first one, vitamin A, retinol. Number 1 is your vitamin A, that is the retinol. As you know already, vitamin A or retinol is very useful for our health of our eyes. Though insufficient or lack of this vitamin causes what? Night blindness. Is it right? So where these vitamins are available? Vitamin E, A, as we have written, vitamin A is called the retinol. These are collectively called retinoids. Collectively called as retinoids. And certain provitamins are there. Vitamin A has some provitamins. What are provitamins? Provitamins are what? Substances that are chemically related to vitamin. Provitamins are substances, chemical substances which are related to vitamins, that is vitamin A, that is called provitamins. Again speaking, vitamin A is called retinol. The total all the components of vitamin A are called togetherly called as retinoids, and this is what? Provitamin, precursor of this vitamin, provitamin, that is a substance similar to similar to the vitamins A. Provitamins. Carotene, it is another component, you can say it is carotene of vitamin A, carotenoids. And this Sources of these vitamins are what? Vegetable foods, just we can say what, which contains yellow pigment, containing yellow pigments, yellow color fruits, vegetables, yellow pigment means color particles. So those fruits or vegetables which contains yellow pigments that are plentifully available of vitamin A. So if this is plentifully available in vitamins, the vitamin A is plentifully available in those substances having yellow color, that is the fruits and vegetables. Function. What are the functions of vitamin A? Number one function is the visual process. Functions. Visual process, that is keep healthy to our eyes, number one. Number two is that participate in protein synthesis, Number two functions of vitamin A. Number three is that supports reproduction and growth, supports growth. Next one is regulate the antibodies. And it is an antioxidant. What is antioxidant? Antioxidant is a substance which prevents oxidation. That is, if oxidation will be prevented, then our aging process will be slowed down. So is generally antioxidant, to which reduce the oxygenation process, thereby increasing the lifespan of the cells. So these are the functions. Visual process, participate in protein synthesis, supports growth, regulate the antibodies, reduces antioxidants. So these are the 5 basic functions, very important functions of. And effects in the deficiency. What are the deficiencies? If the deficiency or lack of vitamin A will be there, what will happen? Causes nutritional blindness. Blindness will be there. Blindness, otherwise you can say night blindness. What we call night blindness. Number one. Next 20. So this is one of the excess. If excess of vitamin is taken, it causes irritation, headache. Irritation will be there, headache will be there, vomiting will be there, nausea will be there. So vomiting, nausea. So these are the functions. So already we have discussed what is the vitamin A and its resources and its functions and its deficiency of vitamin A and its excess, what will be there. Next we are going to discuss about vitamin D. Number 2, vitamin D. The scientific name of this vitamin D is called calciferol. Is it right? And it is the only vitamin which can be we can avail from the sunlight. We get from sunlight. So the light sunlight during the morning time is very essential for the formation of what? Vitamin D. With even 5 minutes standing on what sunlight, you can synthesize the required amount of vitamin D, that is calciferol. So it is the only vitamin which is not. Also both we can get it from the food substance, otherwise from the non-living things. Is it right? Just like your sunlight. So every day if you will stand 5 minutes in the sunlight, then we can get what we call the sun bath. If early morning is very essential, very helpful for getting of this vitamin D, that is calciferol. Okay, so can be synthesized body in adequate amounts by simple exposure to sunlight. Exposure to sunlight, it is essential for bone growth. Role क्या है? Role or functions of this vitamin. This also we can get from the foods like the other substances, milk, fish, which have calcium is there. So it is essential for bone growth. Number one, bone growth. Essential for bone growth, number one. Number two is that calcium metabolism. It is helpful in calcium metabolism. Vitamin D, calciferol, it acts as a hormone. It acts as a hormone in your body. As hormone in your body. Next number is, and the absorption and deposition of next helps in the deposition of calcium in the bone. Deposition of calcium in bone or teeth. So these are the vital functions of vitamin D. Now see the sources. Sources of vitamin D. Number one, we can say that number one is, as I told, exposure to sunlight. Exposure to sunlight, number one. Number two is that liver oil, and shrimp, that is marine food, shrimp, and yolk of egg, milk. So these are the food sources which you get from vitamin D, that is calciferol, and this is the sunlight from which you also get vitamin D. So these are the sources of vitamin D. Is it right? And effects of deficiency. Deficiency will be decreased absorption calcium. So as we know that it helps in the absorption calcium, to decrease in absorption of calcium. Calcium in bone. So bone will absorb less calcium in the absence of this vitamin D, and it causes rickets in children. Rickets is a disease due to lack of vitamin D in children, and osteomalacia in adults. Osteomalacia in adults. Osteomalacia means it is also another type of bone disease. Osteo means study of bones, osteology. So another type. So this is the deficiency of that vitamin D. And Next come to vitamin E. Number 3, vitamin E. It is known as anti-sterility vitamin. Anti-sterility vitamins, that is, it helps in the fertility of women. So vitamin A are required normal reproduction in animals and human. For the normal reproduction of animals including humans. So it increases, as we have discussed, it increases the fertility functions. Before discussing, let us discuss the sources first. Systematically, sources from which we get vitamin A. Widely distributed in foods, it is present in high concentration of vegetable oil. In high concentration in vegetable oil. Vegetable oil may sufficiently present this vitamin A, and cereal grains, these are found in the vitamin E. Wheat, gram sufficient, and almonds, eggs, butter, they also contain somewhat amount of fat, good source of vitamin E. Is it right? So functions. It is the number one primary antioxidant. Primary function is it is an antioxidant. Antioxidants, again speaking, antioxidant is a substance which prevents the oxidation of inside your body, by which the lifespan of these cells increased. Number one antioxidants, and it reduces platelet aggregation, platelet aggregation, means platelets are called the thrombocytes, the blood cells. As we have know that the WBC, RBC and platelets, this is one type of blood cells which are called thrombocytes, which help in clotting. Next one, for iron metabolism, needed for iron metabolism. It helps in iron metabolism. Which vitamin? Vitamin E. Is it right? And promoted in anti-aging vitamin. It is called as anti-aging vitamin. Which vitamin is called anti-aging? And because why it is anti-aging? Again because of the antioxidant role. So it prevents oxidation. Deficiency होने से क्या होगा? Deficiency. Number one, what is deficiency called? Prolonged deficiency of vitamin A causes fat and coordinate movement of weakness and sensory disturbance. Organ weakness and sensory disturbance. Sensory disturbance means what? What do you mean by sensory disturbance? मतलब, the skin is a sense organ. As we know that skin is one of the 5 sense organs. If the deficiency of vitamin will be there, and our skin will not remain healthy, will not maintain its health, so it will not respond properly. Number one, anemia, hemolytic anemia. It causes hemolytic anemia. Anemia is lack of words. Hemolytic anemia. It leads reproductive failure. It leads reproductive failure, because as we know that it is a vitamins of fertility increases, the reproductive failure. It leads reproductive failure also. Another. Next one is your last one is your vitamin K. Vitamin K. Vitamin K is recognized as the anti-hemorrhage vitamin. It is called anti-hemorrhage vitamin. Anti-hemorrhage means what is hemorrhage? If sometimes your body gets injured or cuts will be there, then continuous flowing of blood take place, and that is called hemorrhage. If continuous flowing of blood flow take place, bleeding take place, that is called hemorrhage. But this vitamin prevents the hemorrhage, so that's why it is called anti-hemorrhage vitamin. And anti-hemorrhage vitamin, that is vitamin K. That is vitamin K. Is it right? So it helps in the blood clotting. Helps in clotting of blood. It helps in clotting of blood. So that is functions. It promotes formation of prothrombin. Prothrombin. What is prothrombin? Prothrombin क्या है? What is prothrombin? Prothrombin is a component of blood that is which helps in the clotting of blood. Prothrombin, when it will be activated, it forms thrombin. It will form thrombin, and thrombin will form a network of blood cells which will prevent clotting of blood. That is, if vitamin K will be there, prothrombin formation will be activated, and prothrombin will, when activated, it will promote the formation of thrombin, and which thrombin will again helps in the clotting of blood. So that is very essential vitamin. That means थ्रोम्बिन. ये जो थ्रोम्बिन प्रोड्यूस होगा, थ्रोम्बिन क्या किया ना, फाइब्रिनोजेन से फाइब्रिन कलेक्ट होगा, प्रोड्यूस होगा फाइब्रोजेन, फाइब्रिन, व्हाट वी कॉल फाइब्रिन. That means these are the clotting. It forms the network which clots the blood. It forms the network which clots blood, and this fibrinogen, that is fibrinogen gen to fibrin take place in the presence of thrombin. This acts as an enzyme which promotes the formation of fibrin from fibrinogen, and this fibrin forms a network of blood vessels which prevents flow of blood, that it helps in clotting. Now let us see the sources. Sources of these vitamins. Sources number 1 is green leafy vegetables. Leafy vegetables. Number 1, it is plentifully available in green leafy vegetables. Fruits, it is also present in fruits, tubers, okay, and seeds, it is also present in seeds, and meat product, also present in meat or meat products. तो इफेक्ट्स ऑफ डेफिशिएंसी, डेफिशिएंसी में क्या होगा, प्राइमरी डेफिशिएंसी causes in infants resulting the delayed blood clotting, as it is helps in the delayed blood clotting. If this vitamins will be shortage or lack in your body, clotting of blood will be not there, clotting of blood will be delayed, thereby causing blood clotting, that is causing hemorrhage. If continuous flow blood will be take place, that is the stage condition is called hemorrhage. So vitamin K deficiency does not occur in adults. Vitamin K deficiency generally doesn't occur in adults. Doesn't occur in adults. Only this blood, that is this shortage or lack of what vitamin take place in the children. So this is somewhat about the vitamins and vitamin C. Fat soluble vitamins already we have discussed about vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K, and their sources, their functions, their deficiency, their excess. All these things are discussed in the vitamin fat soluble vitamin, and in the next video we will discuss the water soluble vitamins, that is vitamin B complex and a vitamin C. Till then, bye. Okay.